When you start looking through the junk of the world, it's a treasure trove. These are all things that I'm fooling around with in one way or another, and they will eventually work their way into, you know, something. If you don't have enough piles of junk, then you don't have any vocabulary. While it looks like I use things very casually, I actually choose my junk very carefully. This is a piece that I made about observing people in my generation who were struggling with alcoholism. And so I had references to alcohol. I had these champagne corks, and then these were pieces of cork that I carved, covered with python skin, and then used Kennedy half dollars to make the bead. This wacky bead in the middle is glass taxidermy eyeballs. They are a reference to a very old tradition to ward off the evil eye. You know, you pretty much look at everything as whether or not it's a potential bead. So this is a basket of dried satsuma oranges. And I let these get so dried out that I could just look at them as form and texture and color. You start with a piece of tubing, which is basically just a brass straw. And then I often use money, and in this case it's Japanese money. So first I put on the 50 yen piece, and then I've got this satsuma that I've drilled, and kind of push that through. And then you put the one on the end. I've got a lot of hammers here, and every single one has a different purpose. So the first thing I do is take this nail that I've knocked all of the sharp points off of. I just kind of spread the end of the piece of tubing so that basically it won't fall off. And then what I do is I go to progressively larger tools. If you try to push it over all in one thing, it'll split and it won't look very good. Now all I need is to make about 10 more of those, and I got a necklace.